Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all well. It's been a while since we've done this, but we are finally back at the wheel of TCR racing in the SRL TCR Season 8. We signed up to this one at the beginning of the season, and yeah, through one thing or another, we haven't been able to race, unfortunately. But yeah, we're finally back, and just jumping into practice now. So yeah, it's been a long while since we were here. Let's get the scene switched. Sure, everything is looking tickety-boo. Hopefully we can see that. Yeah, looks like we're on. So yeah, welcome along, guys. Like I said, hopefully I don't know what to expect here. It's 2 races, unless the format has changed. 20 minutes and 25 minutes, I think. VIR North, which I've not raced in this before. A fixed setup race, so we don't need to worry about that. It's going to drop some brake bias down, and hopefully we'll be okay. Haven't got any audio from anybody, which is a bit weird. Not to worry. Yeah, so we need to go and do some laps. We need to get some practice. Got half an hour left to try and get acclimatized to the track. Just before we go head on out, though, let me just check some things here. Change some of my overlays. Actually, that's fine. Yeah, the standings at the minute, because we've not been racing here for some while, we are... have I got a display capture? Let's go display capture. This one? Yeah, so here are the standings at the minute. So we are in the AM class, and as you can see, we are P5, even though we've only raced in one race. So yeah, that's all from our first race, the 2 races we did in round number 1. But yeah, a lot of people, it seems, in the AM class haven't been racing. So yeah, everything is very much all to play for. Let me remove that scene, and yeah, let's head out on track and get used to the car. Racing and slightly different
The pit lane speed limit is
number than
60
normal.
kilometers per hour.
This one we're actually in O2 for. When the cars are registered,
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line.
they're registered 224s, so I opted to take the O24 after round 1. Yeah, I need to try and get a bit of a feel for things around here. Quite a league racing full weekend. LOA is back this week as well. I haven't missed any LOA races. It's been summer break, so we haven't actually had any action from that. Send it, Doug. Not on cold tyres around here. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. correct with the throttle there to straighten the car up a little bit. So what lap times the guys doing? 28s and 29s in the top 7 or 8.
V15.
And that's going to be very wide.
Okay, Nick.
Got a good
we need to
start.
watch these track limits.
Whoa. Need to brake earlier there. Didn't feel like I was in control of the car at all. Better final corners though. Still a big chunk down though. Over 10 seconds down at the minute. Not 10 seconds down, 4 seconds down, so 33. My relative was lying to me.
V15.
Running a much rearwards brake bias than I normally do at the Nürburgring, so got a lot more rotation in the car, in the braking zones than I normally do.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
That's not too bad. I'll take 0.9. Ooh, I won't take that though. Got Paul behind her, believe is the AM leader at the minute.
Sector 3 is 1.7 seconds off the pace.
I'm sure sliding around the corners is the best way to go.
You're outside of track limits there.
I'll let Paul go. Just trying to push a little bit harder just to try and find a bit more of the limit. Definitely afford to be a bit later on the brakes there, I think. Straighten the car up so early with the throttle. lap time has Paul done? He's done a 32.
The car in front has just done a 130.69.
Got that deck going.
Car right, clear right.
Get out of these guys'
Watch the
way.
track limits, please, Nick.
Right, let's go again. I found like over a second in this sector alone. It's crazy.
The guy behind has just done a 137.43.
Corner.
You're a second off the pace in sector 2. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Another big final sector.
The guy ahead's last lap time is a 130.24.
So 31.6.
Sector 3 is 0.43 off the pace.
Right side.
Oh, I went for a bit of a lunge,
Clear
but fair
right.
play. If I'd have turned in, we would have made contact.
Sector 2 is 1.9 off the pace.
So 1.4 seconds slower than Paul in 15th, so
You're last. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Unless I can find some dramatic pace, I think this could be a pretty lonely race.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. You've gone outside of track limits there.
Not sure where I'm going to find any more pace here. Bit better. I remember the first time I ever drove VIR North. I was very critical of it. It was back in the when I was racing on WSS in Seto Corsa. I think I was going through a bit of a bad time of it at that moment. I just felt like WSS was picking these weird tracks that nobody had ever heard of, which weren't really very good for racing. Little did I know, VIR was actually at the time, a very popular course. And since then, actually grown to love the challenge of it.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 27 Celsius.
That's a bit of a bad run, wasn't it? But I think we're going to be new PB this time around. But still a good chunk off the pace.
Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. Okay, Nick, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Not controlling the cars very well through some of these corners, too much sliding.
Sector 1 is 1.4 off the pace.
No, they're both of them are completely fine when you compare them to, is it Lebanon? Drove that course once and never ever want to drive it again. The elevation change is just ridiculous in that place. I always try and avoid that one with a 10-foot barge pole.
Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
I think I need to be a bit smoother on steering inputs here. I even put a video out about the WSS thing when I drove this. After I'd driven this for the very first time, I remember putting out a video about how, you know, they need to look at their track selection because it's really not that great. And
that puts you 3.0 off the pace. That last lap was a 132.09.
who would ever want to drive a track like this? And then we go to a place like Cadwell Park. I mean, you know. I think I came into like this season on iRacing though with the TCRs, driving this car pretty well around the Nürburgring, thinking I can probably be pretty competitive here.
Sector 2 is...
And I know
3
league
seconds
racing is
off the
probably a
pace.
bit different because there is no strength of field as such. So I'm not too like disheartened that my performance in like these league races isn't great, but yeah, I just found like after the first couple of races in the actual TCR Open, I don't know, just the performance isn't there, and I'm not enjoying this because I do enjoy driving the TCR, but it's definitely become hard work, not as easy as I first thought driving this thing. I sometimes wonder if that's my reason for lack of motivation a little bit sometimes this season. Like, so I've picked this car and actually, although I had high expectations for it, I'm not really that great at driving it outside of the Nürburgring. But then, you know, I've put probably 120 hours with this thing around the Nürburgring, so if I was... I mean, I'm still not the best, definitely. When I first started driving this, Damo set me a benchmark lap time at the Nürburgring, and I'm still about
2 is
1.5 seconds,
off
2
the
seconds
pace.
off that benchmark time he initially set me, so still definitely some work to do there, but it's just like second nature driving this thing around there now, whereas everywhere else just really sort of struggle. These league races are potentially a bit different as they're fixed setup races, so obviously if you're not getting
V16.
the rotation out the car, then
Sector 3 is 0.8.
it can be quite
off the
difficult
pace.
to do anything with. Yeah.
Okay, Nick. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
It's like racing the AI, isn't it? Like just about, you know, racing, honing that craft a little bit more when the points don't matter, and enjoying it. You know, as long as I'm enjoying it, that's all that matters. Don't care if I'm running last. I do like racing against the AI. I feel like I've learnt a lot from a racecraft point of view. But at the same time, I'm still like, I'll race the AI really hard because I know that they don't sort of get argy-bargy, they don't cheat, or not cheat, but they don't sort of do dirty tactics to sort of cut you off or dive down your insides. But as much as I've sort of honed my craft a little bit, I feel like with the AI, it's still difficult to that same trust when you enter a race with people, because people are just so unpredictable.
You're a second off the pace in Sector 1.
I don't know, I'm just waffling. 7.5 minutes. First league race, you was 10 seconds slower than the fastest drivers, and by the last one, you was 2 seconds. Yeah. I think league racing, you know, it's not about
Nick, you got about 4
being on the
laps of fuel
pace and
left. You're currently 3.0
fighting
off the
at the
pace.
top. It's about,
That was a 132.
it's a good place, I think, like you alluded to, it's just to come and hone your skill and learn about your cars and learn about racing people in a bit more of a controlled environment than a normal sort of series race and iRacing.
You're a second off the pace in sector 1.
Was that your GT, was you driving GT4s there, Doug?
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
GT3s, okay. I think one of the first videos I actually remember watching of yours was Damo's grocery shopper GP or whatever it was. I think, wasn't it Oran Park? He was driving, I think he was driving a Clio.
You've got about 3 laps of fuel left.
There's possibly one at Oran Park, and then I think there was one at the shorts layout at Okayama as well. I do honestly though, Doug, I love what you bring to the table. It's like you're kind of, you know, I'm not the fastest guy out there, but I just love what I'm doing, and that's what it's, to me, that's what it's all about. You know, as long as you enjoy what you're doing, what does it matter if you're winning races or training behind at the back?
The guy behind has just done a 139.52. Only 2 more laps of fuel. Sector 3 is 0.6.
There's too many people, I think, out there who just kind of expect everybody that races or does YouTube and races is just like really insanely quick. I was in a live stream earlier and it was just like somebody came along and one of the first questions they asked was like, oh, what's your iRating? As if to say, you know, that's what it's all about.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Like the equivalent of like going into a Call of Duty stream and going, oh, what's your kill-death ratio? You know, that's all people are interested in sometimes. They don't appreciate that some people are just, you know, looking to have fun, build a community of like-minded people.
Off the pace.
So now only a second behind Paul.
B17, you've only got enough fuel for this lap. You're now 2.6 seconds off the leader's pace. You've just done a 131.70.
So race 2 in SRL is a reverse grid, but only the top 15 are reversed, so that's something that shocked me, caught me out a bit with when we did LOA at Silverstone on their reverse grid. You know, after losing out on lap 1 off the grid, you know, pretty much being last, we was first at the grid against all these faster guys, and it was just a absolute bombardment for those first few laps.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
I much prefer the way they go about it here, just only the first 15, so...
Alright Nick, in this lap, box this lap.
Of course, if you're racing somebody in the championship and they finish in 15th and then you finish 16th in race 1, it's a big deficit to
Watch your
it's
speed.
a big deficit to have to make up in race 2, of course, but
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
well, I've got a minute left, so yeah, we'll
Left front 80%. Rear left
wait
93.
this out now. Qualifying's 15 minutes, but I don't know if we'll go out there and do the whole thing, if I'm honest. So yeah, we was I need to move this screen. Let's move to this side. And we'll put this stuff over here. I do this every time. It's like I'm sat in the pits looking at I want to look at the results, and then that pit box helper is always in the way. I don't know if you guys can see that on the stream, actually. No, you can't. It's only for me. But yeah, I've got a pit box helper right here, and makes it really difficult to see.
That's a new fastest lap for Winter, 128.88.
So
Check
yeah,
the flag, 17th place.
second slower than Paul, and what are we? 29, 2.2 seconds off Paul. So
That's the
okay.
end of the session. P17.
Sorry, 2.4 seconds off the fastest car. Sorry. So yeah, not too bad overall, I guess. Excuse me. Definitely could have been a lot slower than that. But track temperature's a whole 41 degrees, so it's very, very hot out there. Do you know what? I just realised I've got these. I do have it set up. So I've got brake bias. I never use my brake bias control. Don't know why. Oh, we'll go 60. Looks like we're the last one, possibly in the. Yeah, last one here, so I give ourselves plenty of room on track.
Pit exit looks clear. Okay, Nick, we've got 14 minutes to do the business. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 42 Celsius.
Yikes. So SRL don't run weather. But track temperatures often are pretty high, so make for some difficult conditions.
The leader has just done a 134.57.
nice and easy on this outlap. Okay, nice bit of free air in front and behind. So let's see what we can do for a first lap here.
13th place. Sector 1 time's okay. Fastest lap for Brown, 1:30.34. Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
I was a little bit slow in sector 2. I tried to take the big uphill hairpin in third. I think it was definitely needs to be second gear.
Mind these track limits, please, Nick. B14. New fastest lap for Winter, 1:29.30. 10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes.
Alright, last but one. The guy in last place is car number 1, has the highest I rating, so I'm not expecting to be in this position for much longer. Only 4 tenths off Paul though at the minute. Yeah. Definitely got time to find in this second half of the lap, but just need to get the first half right now.
Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace.
Paul's dipped into the 30s now, so we're almost a second behind Paul. So
That's last. Sector 3 is 0.40 off the pace.
too much rotation, some of these corners, and
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
sliding is costing me so much time. Slight improvement.
That's your fastest lap today. Sector 3 is 0.37 off the pace.
I think it's more to do with the weight transition, like throttle to brake, brake to throttle. That I'm probably struggling with the most, I think. I think sometimes I'm just too harsh on the throttle.
Okay, Nick, you've got half your fuel left. Sector 2 is 1.7 off the pace. Five minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I don't think I've really got a good handle on that, honestly, Doug, if I'm completely honest. I really need to spend some time to
1.4 seconds off the pace.
work on that a little bit better. I think the best I've ever driven without that crossover is probably GT3 when I did the Spa 24 with the Wuxie boys. Probably because we was doing so much lifting and coasting. So I'm actively thinking about it. I feel like I'm doing a good job now, but I feel like there's probably a bit of lift and coast coming into that to play as well. I feel like I'm coming off the throttle ever so early as a way to make sure I'm not getting that crossover. But yeah, I do definitely need to work on coming off the throttle a lot sharper. I think sometimes I'm a bit lazy coming off the throttle. I don't think the crossovers as much when I'm transitioning from brake to throttle.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
I sometimes wonder if it's my position of my foot on the throttle.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Maybe I do just need to think about it a bit more, because I feel like I was actively thinking about the throttle and brake application there, and you know what?
That's your quickest lap in this session. Sector 3 is 0.34 off the pace.
Put in a good lap. I'm not sure if I do or not, Doug, to be honest.
Sector 2 is 1.5 seconds off the pace. Box in 4, 3,
I should probably check.
2.
I'll check.
Box now.
I'll check my dead zones after when we're ready for the next race.
That's the end of the session. P18.
Look, actually now, what do I want? Simjack control. Yeah, I've got 5. Well, since I've got 5% dead band on the throttle, but I don't know, it literally doesn't really seem to do much. Yeah, it didn't really seem to make much difference, if I'm honest. So I'm not really sure. Anyway, let's go and hit the grid. Turn that brake bias down again a little bit. Jim's saying be smart. Track time's come down a little tiny bit.
30 seconds.
So, yeah, I think here we're just literally going to be picking up points if we can from anywhere. I don't think we're going to be racing too hard with anybody.
10 seconds.
Oh,
Car
here we
number
go.
024. Okay, Nick. It's a strong field, but we're expecting you to finish in the top 16. Standing start now. Get ready. Keep your nose clean. Green, green, green.
Car left, clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left, left side.
There's an incident in left hook. It looks like it's Delmont.
Shit. I was too busy watching the car in front.
All right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Okay, Nick, the next car is sketchy. Tom, car number 69, C license, and their rating is 3.8.
Alright, well, I don't think we're going to finish dead last here, which is something.
P17.
Car left,
There's an incident in Horseshoe. We think it might be Hurley.
clear left.
The guy ahead is Crowder, car number 167.
Indeed, but we survive it.
The gap to P12 ahead is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds. The leader's just done a 129.69. Okay, Nick, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. V13, that lap was at 131.77.
I'm not sure they're braking on that uphill section there where I am.
The track temperature's rising, it's now 42 Celsius. "15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go." The gap to Crowder ahead is increasing. It's now 3.2 seconds.
I'm not worried about what everybody else is doing there, though. I think I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. But Neil's doing a great job of holding Paul up for me.
Okay, Nick, the next car is Gibbons, car number 47,
Back
B
corner.
licence.
Deep.
B13. The gap to B12 in front is now 3.5.
I think what makes this track so difficult is it's just constant. Apart from the start finish straight, you need so much concentration. That corner.
The gap behind is now 3.9. All right, Nick, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Halfway home. Fuel looks good.
Putting it very close with track limits.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 44 Celsius.
Jesus, it's hot. Oh, there's a track limit.
Okay, Nick, we've just cut the track.
Cheers, Doug. I'm trying. See, 4 or 5 left to go.
Yeah, to Hurley behind is now 4.3.
I think something's happened with Paul and the guy behind. They've squabbled.
You've used half your fuel.
Back marker's now behind Paul, so I think
Incident in uphill. It looks like Hurley and Delmont. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
oh, Paul's gone.
All right, Nick. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Let's focus for a minute through there.
DJ is getting closer. The gap's come down to 5.6.
Alright, 2 laps left to go.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
I might actually be another 2 after this one. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm pushing too hard, Doug, but...
Your last lap time was at 1:32.49. Sector 2 is 1.4 off the pace.
A bit annoyed about the instant point, really, because I'm pretty sure there's bonus points in this league for clean races. Alright, it should be the white flag.
Last lap.
So if it's top 15 reverse grid, we'll probably should be going up in P3 in the second race. So I think this is going to be a lot harder. I mean, technically he can dug until across the line, so... Let's change can't to shouldn't. You know, I think Paul has snuck into P15, unfortunately. That whole scenario I was talking about before the race, about if you're locked in a battle and your opponent finishes, you finish 15th and your opponent, or sorry, your opponent finishes 15th and you finish 16th, you'll be opposite ends of the grid. I thought that might be the case for me and Paul, but I think he's snuck into, unless he's retired, I think he snuck into 15th. I'll accept now that he won't catch me now, Doug. But there we go. P13 in race number 1.
13th place. Okay, it's over. Good drive.
I will take that. Let's have a look at the results. Yeah, so Paul did come in 15th place just. I say just. Neil was a lap down, so... But, sorry. Because I had my mid-race snack. I do believe that's P1 in the AM class.
That's the end of the session. Checkered flags out, P13.
But, yeah, I'm happy about that. So, okay, it's looking at the thingy, they're actually inverting. It's only the top 10 that's inverted, so we will be going from 13th. So, yeah, not as bad as I thought. Yeah, really happy with that result. I'll have a quick bathroom break while the 5-minute interval goes on, so I'll be back in a mo.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 31 Celsius.
Okay, we're back. You're going to go for some tea, Doug. I'm sure it will be the Yorkshire variety.
Exits clear. Push.
Practice some starts. That was a pretty good start, though, to be fair.
There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors. Don't cross the white line. We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
Do I just need to literally dump the clutch? I think I do. Literally just dump the clutch. Well, my hand clutch isn't working, but... Nope. Dumping the clutch is not right. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a I think there's a way. I seem to remember there's a way to actually like engage the launch control properly.
That's the end of the session. P13.
All right, so we're going off from P13 this time. Paul right behind me, who's our, I won't really call him our championship rival, but definitely an AM driver. Don't think there's anybody else though. It's just me and Paul, I think, in the AMs tonight. So yeah, I mean, Paul's on 288 points. I was on 46 at the start of this round, so it's not even a competition, is it? Right, brake bias is set.
The track temp is 27 Celsius. The air temp is 26. It's a strong field. You'll be doing well to be in the top 14. Okay, standing start. Okay, Nick, be ready. Go, go, go!
This one's 25 minutes. Cooler temperatures this time around.
On your left. You're in the middle. Clear left. Right side. Clear all round.
It's unfortunate.
The guy in front is Gibbons, car number 47. B license.
On your left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. On your left. Hold your line. Clear left. On your left. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Left side. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
Well, that was a crazy lap one.
P16.
Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
The car in front of us is now DJ, car number 621, and their rating is 3.1.
On your right. Clear right.
Gonna stick your nose in there, pal.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Car in front is Stevenson, car number 16, B licence. The leader has just done a 130.07. 17th place.
I know, mate. There's only 2 people in my division, like in the AM split as well, me and somebody else. So, yeah. First race we finished 13th. This one, we'll see. Let's just survive. Paul, the other driver in AM classes,
Just done a 129.
3 cars ahead. He's 2.8 seconds ahead.
129.52. That was a 130.89. That's your quickest lap in this session. That's 20 minutes to go.
Won't we all? Sun's not annoying.
The gap to 16th place ahead is now 0.8.
Yeah, I think everyone's qualifying pace is now starting to show. I was second down in qualifying, so
129.51. Your lap time was 131.15. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is a 10th off the pace.
it's only a 10th off in sector 3. That's something. I refuse to get a new keyboard, Doug. My keyboard I've had since 2006. I just, every period, actually last week I was, not bored, but realised it needed a bit of a clean. It was getting a bit grubby, so just give it a bit of TLC, removed all the keys, give it a deep clean. It's both satisfying and also horrifying to see all the dirt and grub though that gets under your keyboard. And deep. I've tried other keyboards, but I don't know, it's just this one just doesn't have the same sort of comfort to it for me. Very disappointed there's been no carnage of like the faster guys going through the field. maybe.
There's an incident in Ogpen. It looks like Kev and Logan. Yellow flag.
Thank you very much, Kev. Though if he gets running again, I assume he's going to breeze back up to me.
Gap to 14th. Ahead is now 3.2. 15th place. Kev behind is pitting. Okay, Nick, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
We're going to do with Damo's aircon unit about now. I am sweating. Got excited there for a minute. I thought that was another yellow. I don't care how quick Kev is. I don't think he's going to close up 30 seconds to me.
Your lap times are dropping off. Come on, stay focused.
Yeah, I've got a USB fan, Doug, a little one that I didn't think it was that hot, so I didn't actually get it out and put it on the rig tonight. What a mistake that was.
The gap to Stevenson ahead is increasing. It's now 5.4.
I think these guys must have had damage or something, or they just weren't coping with the hot track. Let me say that again. They weren't coping with the hot track temperatures the previous race, because I was keeping pace with them, wasn't I? So either they had damage or they much prefer the cooler track temperatures.
Fastest lap for Winter, 129.39. Mole, car number 62, is leading the race.
I just seemingly can't find the pace on a corner track. It's weird. Ah, there goes my clean race bonus.
Limits. Keep it between the lines.
Had to gas up though to get the car straightened up.
Okay, Nick, the next car is Hurley, car number 12, and their rating is 2.4. There's an incident in roller coaster. We think it might be brown. Yellow flag, caution.
Go on, John. Go and battle back through them, that pack. And slow them all up for me.
Half distance, fuel looks good. The guy in front is brown, car number 26, and their rating is 2.4.
Not the most ideal line round there. Got to get style points.
You've got half your fuel left. Nice and smooth with that throttle. Keep it balanced. You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go. Fastest lap for Winter, 129.34. You're reeling, V14 in. The gap is 2.3. V15.
Excellent turn there. Just would not turn.
That was 131.85. fastest lap for Winter, 129.31. The gap to Brown ahead is increasing. It's now 4.4. That lap time was 1:31.40. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.1 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.45 off the pace. Okay, Nick, there'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
About 4 laps to go then.
That lap was a 1:31.44. Winter, car number 2 is now leading. Incident in uphill. Looks like it's Mole and Winter. The gap to Brown ahead is increasing. It's now 6.0. Incident in turn 9. Looks like it's Winter.
Yeah, I thought they were the leaders. Lap 14, yep, we'll take a look at that one.
Stay on it, keep digging. V14.
If Dan's carrying some damage, telling people to pass left. Just want John to catch Paul and just, not a malicious way of course, but just have an accident. Blow each other up.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
All right, 2 to go. Also, I'll have a look at race 1 as well.
You've just done a 131.53.
The instant into turn 1 where we gained 4 positions. Alright, John has caught Paul. I don't think he's close enough though for a move, is he? And we're certainly not close enough to pick up any pieces.
One more lap to go. That lap time was 132.13.
Close. Only 2 tenths between them. Ah.
Pay attention to track limits, please. Nick.
P14. Yeah, I think after qualifying it was obvious that it was just going to be a case of picking up what we could get.
P13, and there's the finish. Good result, mate. Well done.
13. P13? So we get disqualified? Or was somebody in the pits at the end there? Oh, well, if that's the case, 2 P13 finishes. iRacing doesn't typically lie.
That's the end of the session.
But yeah, I always knew it was going to be a case of just getting what we could get out of this one. Qualifying and practice showed that we were as a whole second off the pace from some of these guys. So yeah, 2 P13 finishes, really happy with that. Just sort of bring home though the fact that my technique in front wheel drive cars is something to be desired. Like I was saying at the start and when we was actually practicing, given the amount, I just feel like driving this car at Nords and driving it anywhere else is like 2 completely different experiences. Mainly probably because I've put the, I don't know what, I think it must be at least 120 hours this year around Nords in this car.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
But yeah,
Box
there's
in,
just
5.
It's just something like
4.
from like a general
3,
driving point of view.
2. 1.
Fundamentally,
Box now.
I'm not quite getting, but no, it's still fun. Still good fun. Right, let's have a look at some of those.
Front left. 77%. Right front,
instance, shall we?
83%. Left rear, 94%. Right rear, 94%.
So this race was lap 14, wasn't it? Let's go and check out the... It's Dan, isn't it? That's practice. Don't want practice. Lap 14. I think the incident already happened, I guess. Oh, I'm looking at heat 1. That's why. Ooh. All right, let's have a look at this. Let's go far chase. Ooh, okay, so contact on the rear there. That's surely not too bad. Dan looks like he's struggling compared to the guy behind. Oh, totally misjudged the braking point. Wowzers, that was yeah. Yeah, Sven did not read that one very well, did he? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, now let's try to have a look at heat 1. Is it this one? Let's try the next lap. No? Is it lap 2? It must have been lap 2. Thank you! Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So what's actually going on here? Let's go the car in front with Neil. That's probably why these guys were so slow in heat 1 towards the back half of the race. So car in the middle's diving down the inside. And then the car behind him is also diving down the inside. So they make contact. And that just, the number 12 there, just then gets kind of, I mean, to be fair, it's a bit of an audacious lunge by the 12, I think. The 12's never going to make that apex anyway. It's a very late move. All right, Darren, no worries, mate. Catch you later. Have a good one. Yeah, the one on the guy on the inside, he's already looking at the inside and then has to take avoiding action anyway. Gets on the grass, there's no stopping it. He hits the 12. The white, black and orange car in front just gets away with it, but the 12 then cuts the front of this car off. And then they have a contact. He has a moment and I'm just like, thanks guys, see you later. So yeah, that's why I obviously got so lucky. And the pace was there in the second one. But yeah, P13 and P13. So I'll take that. I will take that indeed. Good results. Right, let's we'll have a look and see what's going on in the world of iRacing. We could go Road Americas in the F4s, or we could look at ovals. What we've got on the ovals, so I'm trying to get my oval license up. Did a lot of racing last week at Virginia. Not Virginia, Charlotte. But I think they're all small tracks this week. Langley. I'm not so keen on the smaller tracks. F4s at Interlagos. F3s at Laguna. PCC at Road Atlanta. I don't know what to race. I didn't realise TCRs were at Daytona this week. I think I missed the open race, haven't I? Yeah, the next one's at Q1. GT3s, no thank you. V's at Lime Rock, could be good. I don't know what to race. Maybe I won't race anything. Maybe I'll just call the stream. I'm just in this like mindset at the minute, like, and I know I shouldn't be, but, and I'm really just here to have fun, but I feel like I'm just being overprotective of my iRating. It's like the highest iRating in sports car I've got, highest iRating in Formula cars I've ever had, and I just feel like I don't want to race sometimes because I want to protect what I've got. And I know it shouldn't be like that, but yeah, I don't know, nothing's really taking my fancy if I'm honest. So I might just call the stream. Rainmeister at Monza. Probably not going to be a good shout, is it? Yeah, I'm probably going to call the stream there, guys, I think. Enjoyed that one. It was a good race. Did a lot better than I anticipated I would do in that one. So, yeah, my camera's just going to go blank on me. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. I know I said I'd probably race more, but, yeah, I don't really know what I want to race, so I might just call it an early night. What do you say, Milo? Should we call it an early one? Yeah. Milo says we should as well. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. We'll back real soon with some more content when I get a bit more motivated. But until next time, see ya.